Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go.
So, for today's lesson, let's go and start talking about infinitives. So, this discussion will be divided into three videos for us to better understand more about infinitives. So, for this time, let's go ahead and start with our introduction and let's define the infinitives. So, what is an infinitive and what is its function? So, infinitives are a form of verb that allow the word or a group of words to be used as a noun, adjective, or adverb. So every type of verb can be put into the infinitive form, even phrasal verbs. So usually, infinitives are formed by adding the word to before the base form of the verb, as in to be. Okay, but sometimes the base form of the verb is used alone. Okay, later on we will talk about that more. Now, the purpose of infinitives is to discuss an action in general instead of a specific instance or situation of the action being done. Okay, let's see more of that. For example, let's see these two sentences. I need to win. Okay, today we win. So the first sentence uses the infinitive form of the verb win as a noun. Okay, so the main verb of the sentence is actually need. So the second sentence uses the standard form of win as an actionable verb. Okay, in the first sentence, with the infinitive, the action of winning is not actually done. Okay, the sentence simply discusses the idea of winning. So it's not specifying the action, but it's just giving you the idea of winning. So the second sentence, however, describes the action of winning. Okay, now what are the types of infinitives? So we actually have the first one is the full infinitives. So full infinitives, known as the to infinitive, are the most common infinitives in writing and even in speaking. So you can create a full infinitive by taking the base form of the verb and adding to in front of it. That's why we call it to infinitive or the full infinitives. Okay, for example, the verb be, which is often conjugated to, is, are, was, were, etc., becomes the full infinitive to be, as in Shakespeare's famous infinitive example from Hamlet, to be or not to be. Okay, so this is an example of full infinitive or to infinitive. Okay, full infinitives are used in the following situations. The first one, to show purpose or intention. So we use full infinitives to show purpose or intention. So infinitives are used to explain why someone is doing something, often replacing the phrase in order to. Okay, in this case, they act as adverbs to describe the main verb. Example here, mom left to buy milk. Okay, that's purpose. I'm writing this email to tell you something important. Okay, did you come to college to study or to party? Okay, so unlike an adverbial clause, an infinitive phrase used as an adverb does not need an active verb. Okay, so we can see this that they act as an adverb in this situation. Okay, so please remember that. Okay, next one. The second function is to modify nouns. Just like how full infinitives can add extra information about your verb, they can also modify the meanings of nouns. In this case, they act as adjective and adjective phrases. Example, we need a hero to save us. So, to save us describes the hero. Okay, so in this case, it's an adjective. Would you like something to drink? So, to drink here describes or modifies something. It was a dumb thing to say. Okay, thing to say describes thing. Okay, so in this case, they are modifying your nouns. All right. Next, so infinitives as the subject of the sentence. So if you want to talk about action in general, okay, as the subject of the sentence, you can use the full infinitive form. So it is general compared to your gerunds, okay? Now, to love someone requires patience and understanding, okay? To go this late seems pointless. To unlearn is the highest form of learning. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to the subject part, which are actually your full infinitives. Okay, moving forward. So they can be also used after adjectives. Full infinitives can add context or extra description when used after adjectives. Okay, I'm happy to be here. Okay, so here you can use them after the adjective happy. Isn't it nice to leave the city? Okay, and computers are easy to use with practice. Okay, you can use your two infinitives after some adjectives. So just please pay attention to the sentence pattern. Okay. Now, with the words to or enough. So, when using adverbs to and enough, we use the full infinitive to explain why. So, in these cases, the infinitive is often what? Unnecessary, but it's nonetheless a helpful addition if the sentence is vague. So, I have too many books to fit in my backpack. Okay, we collected enough firewood to last the winter. They were old enough to vote but not to drink. Okay, so please pay attention to these usages that we have, okay, or functions that we have with your infinitives. All right.
So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.